Hey, what's up everybody? I know I haven't I always say this, like I start off every video like this, but I know I haven't done a video in a while, but I'm gonna go to work pretty soon. I'm like, hey, might as well do my makeup and record it. I don't know why I never remember to record. Like a couple months ago I started thinking I'm always thinking about doing things, but I never do them, you know? So I'm beginning to just do things, you know, instead of thinking about doing it, just actually start doing it, you know, just do it. um so anyway, I'm just gonna get started. So first, I look so white. Oh, my neighbors are outside. Okay, but so first I'm gonna prime my face. I washed it, toned it, and I'm gonna prime it. I like using the elf. I just started using this one, the elf mineral infused face primer. A lot of people say it's like the hourglass one. I don't know, I haven't used the hourglass one. But I feel like it really works. I just put that all over my face. I like it more than the Benefit one, or I feel like it helps me a little more than the Benefit poreless whatever, the little green one that I always use. I feel like this really helps for my nose because my nose gets really oily, and I feel like this elf primer really controls that. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be for, but it really helps for that. Okay, so next I'm going with the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1. This is shade 7 if anyone's interested. And I'm gonna mix that a little bit with the Magic Lumi by L'Oreal. I like to mix those two together because I feel like the foundation is kind of matte, and I use the elf primer, which also kind of mattes out my face. I want to add a little glow to it back without it standing out too much or being too much in my face, you know what I mean? Okay, so next I'm going with the concealer. I have a super dope one. It's the It Cosmetics by Under Eye. I got this with the Ipsy thing. I don't know if anyone has Ipsy or know what Ipsy is, but I just take the most minimal amount, and that's usually enough to cover my eyes. You don't need that much with this. It goes a little goes such a long way. It's crazy. Dab that on back and forth under my eye, over my eye, just right here, because I get purple eyes sometimes just because I don't rest right. I looked pretty freaking when I first got on camera, but see, this brightens up your eye so much, instantly, you know. So see, it brightened up my face so much. And then I use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, just a little bit, you know, down the bridge of my nose and under my chin, to kind of brighten that up too, because otherwise I feel if you do it halfway, or not halfway, but if you do it down your face, it kind of brightens up and evens out your face, versus when it's just on the center, you know, it's not just here and then nothing here. Now it's kind of evened out and a little more real, you know. I'm not gonna say natural because there's nothing natural about this, but it is a little more realistic towards what I want to do, if that makes sense. So next I'm gonna go with the Ben Nye neutral set, but I only use a little bit of this, and I use this one, which is the banana powder, because I feel this one kind of just whitens out my face, and I don't like that because I'm not white, and I don't have lighter undertones. I'm pretty warm. I know I look white with the light right here, but I'm actually pretty warm, and you can't really tell. I'm a darker shade, you know, so I don't like that white cast that this white powder could give you. So I mix it with the Ben Nye one, or the banana powder. I mostly like to set my under eye. There's one way more than the other. Because when I do my makeup, especially because I want to do a darker look today, so that way right there I could just smooth it out, and it'll give me a clean cut look. You'll see right now. And then just a little bit, and I like to set especially my nose, just some cocaine thing. I'm kidding. And then just like the rest of it, I just get a little bit to like set the rest of my foundation. Then you just need a little bit. I know I made a mess in my sweater. You see my Ninja Turtle sweater? Love it. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Okay, so next I'm going with my eyebrows. And I'm gonna use this angled brush. I don't know what it's called. It's just like a brush from Crown. I bought like a set. It came in it. It's just an angled brush. Alright, so I'm almost done with my eyebrows. I know they look a little weird, but I'm gonna use this Smashbox 24-hour primer, and I feel like it's best to let it sit like on your eye a little before you start applying like the eyeshadow. So I like to rub it in and just leave it sitting for like 30 seconds before I start applying the eyeshadow. You know what I mean? You know when you're just having a bad eyebrow day? Oh my god. I'm gonna just come back to it because I feel like this eyebrow looks kind of wonky. Like, what is that? So I'm going with the eyeshadow for now, and then hopefully try to fix it afterwards. So I'm gonna go in with creme brulee to like just put as a base on my eyes. I think that's a very, very like neutral, natural transition color that like fits on a lot of people, or it'll look good in a lot of people, I think. And I'm going with my favorite brush in the world. It's gonna be the Delium 781. Oh wait, I should show it like that. That's what it looks like. It's like a little blending fluffy brush. It's good to like get it just all over the eye like real nicely. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. So I'm gonna go in with creme brulee and just like dab it nicely on my eyelids first. Blend it out. But I have like a nice base. So I'm going with just like a slightly darker color, which is Frappe, which is by Makeup Geek as well. I think most of the eyeshadows I'm gonna be using are Makeup Geek. So I'm just gonna put this like on the crease of my lid and just bring it a little high. Not too high, just like right there. So I want this to look a little more like natural, more like day to day. So I want to keep it kind of low. One thing I've realized is like if you take your eyeshadow higher, you kind of bring in like a drag element into it, if you know what I mean, like drag makeup. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, I love it. Like, I love taking my eyeshadow like all the way up there. But like for these kind of looks, when it's just kind of like chilled back just for like a nice afternoon or whatever, you want to keep it a little, or at least I want to keep it a little more like normal, neutral. I don't know. Definitely not neutral. Maybe a little more like natural. So just like rub that in like nicely. Just like blend it back and forth. So okay, next I'm gonna go in a little bit with Mocha, which is also I'm sorry, Cocoa Bear, which is like a rusty reddish brownish color, and I'm just gonna try to keep that as low on my crease as I can. Just like right there, you know what I mean? Just like right there. Just like, I know it looks brown, but it's not exactly brown. It's like it has like red undertones in it. I don't know. I'm not good at describing colors. But just keep it there low. So the key to these type of looks is just like blending it. It might take like longer, but just blend. Like just keep blending like until your arm hurts, until your eye hurts, until like everything hurts. Just like blend. You want to achieve the best makeup look ever, just blend it out. Swipe it back and forth and then do like circular motions. Just try to blend it out. Like back and forth. Like, you want to achieve a really good eyeshadow, just blend, blend, blend. Like, that is a key to any eyeshadow look. Just blend it out. When in doubt, blend it out. Like, all that crap. Okay. Okay, so now that it's like this, I'm gonna go with this orange color. Now, I don't have a name for it. It's just an orange. It's from the Jaclyn Hill with, like, Makeup Geek palette, like the first one they came out with or whatever. I don't know how many they have. But it's like the first one they came out with. It's just like an orange shade. Put it on the same brush. And then just kind of like go over like right there. I probably did this backwards. But I just want to add a little bit of warmth. But not too much. And just like use the tip of the brush. So see, it's kind of tapered on the sides. And just at the top. Just at the very, very top. Just use that to blend it out. To kind of bring in some warmth into the look, because I'm about to go in with like a darker color, like a darker cool color on my lid, and I just want this to be like a smooth transition. I'm gonna go in with, ooh, I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with Mocha by Makeup Geek, and I'm gonna put that like on the lid of my eyes. I'm gonna go in with like this other like little flat brush. And I'm just gonna like swipe that darker color. So this is where having this powder under your eye comes through, because if you happen to have any fallout, it'll just like linger around here, and you just like brush it off, versus it like disturbing your foundation. You know what I mean? So now I'm gonna go in with, I know a lot of people have beef with Morphe, but it's pretty cheap for like good makeup, I guess. But I'm gonna use the 35S, which I think it's like 35 Smokey, I don't know, but I'm gonna go in with this color. So I'm going with that same brush and just like dab 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 all over my lid. So the reason I put the mocha color first is only because I don't like to just like put like one dark color, just like a solid color. Like, I feel like it looks nicer and smoother when it's just like built up versus just like boom, like one dark color. Like, having that under kind of just like smooths it out. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just feel like putting, like, building up the color always looks better than just like stapling it on, you know, just like pressing it on, like having the forced color just there versus just like a nice easy going thing. Why do girls make all these faces like like why does that happen? Why is that just like instinctual? Like nobody ever teaches you to like open your mouth when you're doing mascara. Like, how does that happen? Why does that come naturally? But anyway, so now that like I've applied it, like you could even go like darker and put in like a black, just to like add a little bit like cool effect. Just because brown is like, even though this is like a cool brown, if you add some black to it, like it'll just give it a little like coolness all over the eye. You know what I mean? There you go. So now that you have this done, you could go ahead and like wipe this off. You see, like, it kind of like cleans up the eye, so it's just like in your eye, and there's no fallout, and it's like cut there, you know. Ew, my hand looks so ugly. So just because I don't like leaving like the bottom of my eyes like naked, I am gonna go in with a pencil brush, and I'm gonna mix a little bit of Cocoa Bear and Mocha just like on the brush, and then just brush it under my eye. And so since those are two colors that I did use, it'll give it like a nice little transition. And then just put like a lot more of the mocha on the outer corner. So I'm going with the Kat Von D contour palette, and I'm going to go in with Shadow Play. I feel like the darker one, like the darkest color there, is like way too dark for me. It's a nice bronze, but I feel like this one just looks a little more natural, or it's a little bit more my skin tone. So just like ever so slightly, just swipe that back and forth right there. You kind of want to get like the top of your ear to like the corner of your mouth. I like to be subtle. There you go, like a subtle contour. I do go in with that darker color, Sombre, I believe it's called, and just like barely tap it, you know, like barely get any like color. And then I'm gonna contour my big ass forehead, which is like a 5 head or a 6 head, because I have such a big forehead. And then if you want, you can contour like your, what's this called, your jaw. Just like swipe it softly. So I kind of just like mix like the vanilla kind of shade, which is the middle one, and the last one, which is like a peachy shade, and then just put that under, because the other one might make me look a little ashy. See, this one already kind of like whitens me out, and that's not what I really like. So I try to put in a lot of that peachy one, so it won't look too intense on my face. So it won't give me like a white cast or like an ashy look, you know what I mean? And then just like put a little bit on. Since I did contour my forehead, I should add a little bit of this to like even it out. For my blush, I'm going with the Cabana Boy by The Balm. And I'm just gonna like get a little bit of that. Now the way I like to do my blush, I don't know if I've explained it before, but I'm explaining it again. So I like to like dab it on versus like swiping it, because this is what a makeup artist told me. When you swipe when you dab it on, like the camera picks it up a little better, you know, like because the camera picks up things in pixel-like things, which like little squares, which resembles kind of like dabbing versus like just one swipe, you know, and it makes it look a little more natural, and it like you don't like right off the bat just put in a lot of color like you would when you swipe it, because when you swipe it, like that's it would just be the entire payoff of the color, versus doing this, you like do it little by little, and it's easier to distribute, and it's not like crazy there, but it's like a nice blush. I do like to put like a little bit of highlight. Then this is like the first or second color from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and just like put some on right there. Now one thing I do like to do, which I totally forgot to do, is like highlight my brow bone, the inner corner of my eye. So it kind of like opens your eye. It just makes it look a little more like, I don't know, a little more cute. I don't know how to describe that. So anyway, so now I'm going to go in with a highlight, which is what I love to do. And I'm going to use the B Bella Cosmetics Glow Dust palette. And so it just looks like this. And I'm going to use like this one, which is like, I don't know, it reminds me like a bronze rose gold type of highlight, which normally I like to use the other one. But I just want to try this one this time, you know? And just like rub it gently. And I know everybody's like crazy hyped up about like the Anastasia Glow palette and all of that, but personally I like this one, and it's like $12. It's like super cheap for a really nice highlight. Like look at that. So I like to like highlight everything, tip of my nose, I think it's always cute when the nose is highlighted. And then just because I like being a little extra, I usually get my finger in like another highlight. It's just kind of like, I first start off just like right here. I wear glasses so you can't really see it. But just right there, and kind of just like bring it down to highlight like middle of your nose, you know. And I just think that looks a little cute. And then I only put a little bit like on my forehead and chin, only because I do get oily sometimes, and that could look pretty gross, you know what I mean? And so look at this highlight. What the fuck? I like it. I mean, what the fudge? So now that that's done, I'm gonna go in with, I'm gonna curl my lashes and do my mascara, so I'll be right back. Alright, so now that I've done my mascara, my eyes look super poppin'. I'm gonna go in with eyeliner. I'm so stupid. I probably should though, but I don't know where my eyeliner is at. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with eyeliner. Now I know you don't have to, and honestly I think it looks pretty fine like that, but I'm a crazy bitch and I want to add like a super popping color to like make it stand out. So I'm gonna wear this blue eyeliner by NYX. It's electric blue. So there is my eyes with like a little bit of that electric blue on it. And as for lips, so I'm going with this Barbie pink fuchsia lip liner and like outline my lips. Now the way I like to do it is like on my Cupid's bow, I usually like do an X and then just follow that. You'll see right now. So to finish off this look, so I know the pink looks a little too intense, but I like it because I'm an intense girl. And I feel like the face just looks freaking cute. That's just me. So I'm going with the Urban Decay All Nighter. So I like this new packaging they have. Like, I don't know why it's like this. I don't know if they changed it, but I think it looks pretty cool. So I'm gonna use this. Just drown your face with this. So here it is, the completed makeup look. This is side 1, this is side 2, and this is how to look in like the rest of the day. I hate when I do my makeup like in a different type of lighting, because then it doesn't look like this. Like this, I'm for sure it's gonna look like this the rest of the day, and it's not bad, you know. But like if I do it like in a different type of lighting that's nowhere near like sunlight, I don't know what I'm gonna look like. You know, like your face will look different in different lightings. But I feel like this is pretty good. It's all smoothed out. It's all like very like eased in transitions. It's not too like there. I mean, I hope you like it. I hope if anybody does it, like let me know. Let me see how it goes. I know it's a pretty basic look, but still. So yeah. Have a great day, everybody. Stay positive, stay high. Don't let anything bring you down, and let's just all be loving and cool with each other, and I'll see you next time.